Hey everyone, RK Stud back with you another one. This one's practically going to be it's another volume of my wrestling DVD collection. Rest in peace to Jay Briscoe. Here we go. Okay, Best of Eddie Venom 2004, an independent wrestler out of Michigan. Hey, this is made from a tape of just a compilation of Shark Boy before the Stone Cold gimmick. Hey, Best of Loki, Respect, Honor, and Discipline. If you can't see, Jersey Championship Wrestling J Cup from 2001. I got it because the Shark Boy was in it. Okay, independent show, MSPW Legacy from 2006. Again, Shark Boy was on it. And it is signed by Metalhead Steve Stone. I had a choice at the show between that one and a show with Al Snow. And I chose Shark Boy. Okay. Shoot interview with Tammy Lynn Sitch. This is before all the troubles she's had lately. Hey. High Spots shoot interview with Ric Flair. Okay, this one is a recordable 6 hours of fun with New Jack. I believe it's 2 hours of matches and a shoot interview. A 2008 shoot interview with Al Snow. Our video on the road with the Honky Tonk Man. He does a little shoot and they show him in the ring for a couple matches. Hey. ICP Bloody Mania signed by Sabu. He's been on AEW lately, the best of Sanjay Dutt. Let's see, who else is on here? Spanky's on here, Super Crazy. Awesome Kong and Aja Kong's on here in a tag match. Mixed tag match. Let's see, M-Dog 20, Josh Prohibition, Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, Claudio Castagnoli's on here, Pantera. Let's see here. Okay. Mid-Ohio Valley Championship Wrestling. GNC, Buff Bagwell, Tatanka, and Vader are all on this show. Including who I believe, Jessie Bell. I believe she's on Women of Wrestling right now. Vicious Outcast Wrestling with Sabu and Gangrel. Live Pro Wrestling presents Tri-State Reunion 2015. Let's see, who is on here? Oh, Gregory Irons on there. If you've never heard of him, he's got cerebral palsy and he wrestles. Sarah Logan's on here. Greg the Hammer Valentine. Demolition Axe, Shane Douglas, Sabu's on here. And you see this fifth match? Bull rope match. Levi Masterson versus Al Angle. I might put it up there for shits and giggles up here because that match was a shit bomb. Hey, these are 3 of Sabu's art video compilations put together. Insanity Pro Wrestling Junior Heavyweight Tournament features Sami Callihan and Dave and Jake Christ of OVE. Okay. This one I got from the wrestler himself. The story was I bought it, and the guy that was watching the table for the guy didn't give him his money, so the wrestler thought I had stolen it, which I took offense at, but it's alright, no big deal. Okay, The Best of Danny Daniels, Volume 3. I do have Danny Daniels signing it right here. And a couple other wrestlers, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. I saw them at a show and took this, and they were like, that's not my DVD. I said, I know, but you guys are on it. I'd like for you guys to sign it. So as you can see, here's the match listings. BJ Whitmer, Chris Hero, Sabin, Hero, Jimmy Jacobs, Colt Cabana, Ken Anderson, AJ Styles. Pro Wrestling Ohio presents Fallout, signed by Nate Madsen. There's Johnny Gargano's on the DVD. Benjamin Boone, a local wrestler around here, he signed it, and so did Tim Horner Jr. He runs live pro wrestling. If you've seen any of my wrestling matches on here, and Boone's the champ right now. Hey, UPW presents Future Shock, UPW versus the World. Hey, Tommy Dreamer's on there, Samoa Joe's on there. Hey, Best of Eddie Venom 2005, indeed signed by Eddie Venom. These are some of the matches. Well, these are the matches. Hey, shoot interview with Maven. Okay, the AAA IWC When Worlds Collide pay-per-view, and 2 hours of Ultimate Rey Mysterio pre-WWE stuff. Okay, my tribute to Sweet Stevie Lee. I put a bunch of his war matches together, and some CMLL and AAA wrestling from their TVs in Mexico, because that was included with the Friends Direct TV. Okay, Best of Indies 2001 does include a match with Jay Briscoe on there. Rest in peace. So that way you guys know when I recorded this. A young Jay and Mark Briscoe. Okay, Portland Wrestling, November, December 88. Portland Wrestling 88, 89. I believe that was when Playboy Buddy Rose was there. Some more Portland Wrestling from 88. Okay, AWA, Sergeant Slaughter, AWA All-Star Wrestling, Starrcade 86, and Wrestling Spectacular from Houston. Okay, It's a 2-disc set because it was an 8-hour tape. Smoky Mountain Year in Review 1994. And part 2 of Smoky Mountain Wrestling. And the Owen Hart Raw Tribute Show. Hey, Smoky Mountain Wrestling, Super Bowl of Champions 1995. And Wrestling Gold, which featured some old clips like Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant. Arm wrestling. Smoky Mountain Wrestling Bluegrass Brawl 1993. So it featured some Deep South Wrestling, NWA Dallas, some Smoky Mountain Wrestling, and the movie I Like to Hurt People starring The Sheik. Hey, Smoky Mountain Wrestling Fire on the Mountain 1993. Jim Cornette Shoot number 1. That was part 1. Okay, here's part 2. No, that was a different one. Okay, now here's part 1 of that one that goes with part 2. Another Jim Cornette shoot. I believe this time he was talking to a bunch of people in New Jersey. Okay. Taz shoot interview. Part 1, part 2. It was a 2-disc set. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat shoot. The American Dream Dusty Rhodes shoot interview, baby. Bill Watts shoot interview. I have these instead of in the box. This is the 4-disc set of Wrestle Society X. The show that used to be on MTV for 1 whole season. I believe Seth Rollins was on there beforehand. Jimmy Jacobs, a whole bunch of others. If you haven't seen it, check some clips out if you can. Hey, some TNA Volume 1. I've got an April 30th from 2003, 5/16/2003, and a November 3, 2005. New Jack's on here, Shark Boy, Kid Cash, Amazing Red, AJ Styles, D'Lo Brown, Christopher Daniels, Jerry Lynn, Just Incredible, Perry Saturn, Jeff Jarrett's on here, a whole host, Samoa Joe, Sanjay Dutt, Abyss, Petey Williams, Team 3D, hey, TNA Sacrifice pay-per-view from 2006. TNA Victory Road 2006. Okay, the 4th NWA TNA show. Hey, WWA Bruiser Bedlam TV. Okay, 2 hours of Best of Al Snow independent matches before he went to WWE and ECW. And 4 hours Best of Japan 1997. Hey, OBW TV from August 2001. OBW from February 2002. So yeah, some early Cena, Randy Orton, whoever else you can think of. Okay, some more Ohio Valley Wrestling and New Japan's Collision in Korea with Inoki versus Flair. Hey, some more OBW TV. August 30th to November 4th, 2003. OVW from July 19th to August 23. So, roughly 3 months worth of OVW. Hey, OVW Fall Brawl, OVW Six Flags, and some TV stuff, and WWF in Your House 4. Starcade 84 and some of Starcade 85. Wrestling's Greatest Heroes, Glory Days of Wrestling, Greatest Wrestlers, Greatest Matches, The Golden Era, and Hulkamania 1. ECW's Terry Funk's WrestleFest, some ECW TV, and some Japanese wrestling. New Japan G1 2001 Climax, semifinals and final, and WWF Calgary Stampede. Claudio Castagnoli, the Swiss Sensation. Over 20 matches. Okay, UFC number 1. HD Net Fights presents Fedor Returns. There's the fight card right there. Okay, the Righteous Maker, Rick Baker. It is indeed signed by Rick Baker. He's also known as D-Ray 3000. Okay, ECW Fan Cam, Toledo, Ohio, 8/14/99. This was the infamous TNN taping where nothing was really shown. I thought the show was good. ECW Heatwave 94 and ECW Fan Cam from Cleveland, Ohio from 2000. Which I went to. Okay, AAW Final 4. 2006. Signed by Zach Gowen. There's Danny Daniels. Forget that kid. That's Silas Young. That is a very young Seth Rollins, known as Tyler Black. FMW Ring of Torture. ECW The Night the Line was crossed. Major League Wrestling Hybrid Hell from 2003. No rope barbed wire match. Terry Funk, Steve Corino's on here. Mike Awesome, Satoshi Kojima, CM Punk, Raven, Sabu, Mikey Whipwreck, the late Dr. Death, Steve Williams, D'Lo Brown, Norman Smiley, Christopher Daniels, Homicide, Jerry Lynn. Hey, Extreme Fan Cam, Cleveland, Ohio. This was ECW's debut show. Okay, here's the lineup. Very early RBD Jerry Lynn match. Hey, Brian Pillman Memorial Show Anthology. 20th anniversary includes all 4 years of the Pillman shows. Too many big names to really get into it. Track it down. Get it for yourself. Okay, TNA Impact from 2006. TNA Impact from 2006. Conan interview. Okay, congratulations on 20 years, War Wrestling. Here's the first 2 shows, January Justice and March Mayhem. In case some of you don't know, War, Ohio is a long-running independent promotion here in Ohio. Originally they had 5 to 1,000 people for each show, but they've had to move due to COVID to a smaller arena, and their home base got kind of sold and I think store by now. So they get like 300 to 500 people now, but they're still drawing. They go all over the fair rings. They do ring aprons for other promotions. They do a lot. A War, All Out War. Steel cage match for control of War Wrestling. Okay, here's some War Wrestling. Whiplash Wrestling. Featuring early, let's see. Maybe not, nope, no Michael Elgin on this one. There is Eric Young there though, in Fremont, Ohio. Bootnaka Brawl was a tribute show for the late Chief Bootnaka. Okay, some more War. Mother's Day Massacre and Red, White, and Crushed and Bruised, 2003. War, Night of Respect from 2004. Let's see here. Nate Matson, Eddie Benham. My buddy K9's wrestling on here. Jimmy Jacobs. Truth Martini. Buff Bagwell. Okay, we're wrestling Unfinished Business. Had somebody sign it. Must have been Jack Sampson. Okay, War Free for All. June 26, 2010. This is the one with... Yeah, Colt Cabana came in to wrestle. War hardly uses big names. Al Snow, they've got a few times only because the guys that run it were trained by Al Snow. Okay, Chris Candido shoot interview. WWE 2006, No Way Out. TNA Impact from 2005 to early 2006. Got some of the TNA talent on here signing it. So you can see, to Robin, Best of Luck, Scott D'Amore. I forget who else signed it. I know I've got a list somewhere. Congratulations to you, Scott D'Amore, for your love life with Giselle Shaw. If you don't know who Giselle Shaw is, look her up. Okay, Prime Wrestling, Resolution. This is all 6 Resolution shows. This was their big show of the year. A lot of Johnny Gargano. Al Snow's on here. Madison Rain's on here. Greg the Hammer Valentine. Like I said, Johnny Gargano's on here. Raven. My buddy Benjamin Boone's on here. Okay, this one I had to get a $5 wrestling road trip to Cleveland. This was for Cleveland Wrestling Association. I actually wrestled twice for GMO, so it was kind of like a little sweet for me to watch it. Okay, Dawn Marie shoot interview. It is indeed signed by Dawn Marie. Hey, Double the Rumble Wrestling Gold. Smoky Mountain Night of the Legends and before they were famous. Okay, Fan Cam. Well, not Fan Cam. Whiplash from 2005. One camera. There was two cameras. I got both versions. WWE, the Monday Night War. Okay, Millennium Wrestling Federation. This was a local independent promotion running out of Toledo. And they would come down to Fremont a few times. Hey, War Night of Respect 2004. Another copy of it. This is from a different camera. MWF Club Paradise and various MWF matches. Okay, to this set, Wrath Pro Wrestling. Let's see, who is on here? Beast of Burden versus Buff Bagwell and Jake Roberts. It was kind of funny because I believe Jake was a little bit hammered because he jumped and fell outside the ring after the match. Okay, Greg Valentine, Doink the Clown, Bobby Eaton, Tracy Smothers, Marty Jannetty, and Ricky Morton. Whiplash from 2006. Is this just one? Or is this... This is both camera versions of the show. Which I had a camera and helped tape. Oh, excuse me. Jake Roberts was a guest ref. Let's see. And Virgil was there too. Virgil came looking for work, and they put him on the show. He was kind of very funny. Okay, this was a self-made DVD of Mark Coleman fights. Just because Mark Coleman and I went to the same high school, and he's 10 years older than me. I went to school with his brother. Undertaker's Deadliest Matches. WWE's Road Warriors to this set. They need to do another one, I believe, and do some more. I just finished watching this Impact Wrestling Victory Road. Okay, Ring of Honor Aftershock. Viking Rangers are on there. And they were known as War Machine. Okay, War Wrestling presents March to Glory. You can see I got a lot of the local guys signing it. There's Truth Martini, Danny Daniels, my buddy Rupert Blackheart, Matt Striker. Okay, here's the entire list. With my buddy Awesome Gary Dawson. Cody Deaner, who now wrestles for Impact. As you can see, this was a show with Al Snow. And the last one, War June Judgment from my buddy Andrew Bearden's camera. Core Boot Knocker Brawl. was a tribute show to the late Butnaka. He started out my training in wrestling. He gave me my tryout. So, it's a little bit why Butnaka was close to me. I miss him. And I'm always grateful. And we will see you again.